Good day. I'm Engineer Ejike Ejua. I'm welcoming you to our online tutorial on software development. Kindly watch our tutorial. We shall be looking at documentation and project wrap-up. Instructor/coordinator Engineer Ejike Ejua, powered by Mathematical Global Services. Objective: by the end of this lesson, students will understand the importance of documentation and how to summarize their project work. Introduction. Documentation is a process of explaining your project for others and yourself to understand easily. It includes code comments, instructions, and summaries. Always comment your code for clarity. Write a README file to explain your project purpose and usage. Summarize what was learned in each part of the project. Coding examples. As you can see on the screen, this is our HTML code. Let's move to the coding environment proper. At our HTML coding environment, we have our doctype HTML. Below it, we have our HTML open tag. Below the HTML open tag, we have the head open tag. Then below the head open tag, we have our title code. Then in between the title open and close tag, we now have documentation and project wrap-up. This is what we show in the title bar. Then we now have our head close tag. Then below it, we now put our body open tag. Below the body open tag, we now have our H2 code. In between the H2 open and close tag, we now have documentation and project write-up. That's what we want to display on the web page. Then we now have the code that is interacting with the JavaScript environment. Then we now have the code that is linking our JavaScript coding environment with the HTML coding environment. Then shop.js here is a file that we are writing our JavaScript code on. Then we now close the body and also close our HTML tag. Then we now move to the JavaScript coding environment. Then this is the code for our JavaScript. Take time to master it. Then at the shop.js JavaScript environment, we have the comment shop.js. Then the comment is making us to understand our write-up properly. It's like when you are going through the code, you now know what each line of code represents. That is a documentation. Then we have examples of good documentation with comments. Then we have another comment, product list, array of objects. So we now have the code proper. Let product is equals to, then we now have list of product. Then we have name is equal to iPhone 14, price 1,200, in stock, true. Then we also have another list of products, name Samsung Galaxy S32, price 1,000, in stock, true. So this is the list of products. Then we will now move to the next comment, get the shop dev where we want to display product. You see, this code is, the comment here is explaining what the next code is, which is displaying what we have written on the JavaScript in the HTML environment. So the HTML is what displays code on the website. So this code, line of code here now, the shop is this shop we have in our HTML environment. So it's fetching this, is writing the code to the HTML environment where we have shop. Then the next comment here is look through each product and display it in the shop dev. So here the comment there is telling that this line of code will display this product where we have the shop dev in our HTML coding environment. There are shop dev.inner HTML. You see HTML coming in now as the code. So that is all this code we are seeing below will be written at the space or point where we have shop in our HTML coding environment. Then we have h3 is equal to product name. Then this is a comment for HTML environment. This apostrophic product name is a comment explaining this line of code. We have price is equal to price.price. We see another comment again saying product price. So here we are explaining each line of code. That is what this particular tutorial is all about. You'll be able to explain each line of code with what? Comments. So for anybody that is going through your code to be able to understand line by line what each line of code represents. So here we have the conditional statement or code. I also commented it, as you can see on the screen. This is the HTML comment. It's different from the JavaScript comment because this code is inside the inner HTML. It's an HTML code but on a JavaScript section. So that is why the comment is different from the double slash listing. So let's save our work, move to our web browser and refresh it. So as you can see in the title bar we have document and project write-up. This is our H2 code at the HTML environment showing document and project write-up. Then this iPhone 14 price and the rest of them is written at the javascript.inner.html. See, so without the .inner.html code, this product list cannot display on the web page. So that is the essence of this lesson. Add a readme.md documentation file. This is the kind of documentation developers usually add when finishing a project. It's the write-up that makes the project clear to others. Here, it is expected that you put in writing, that is in document format, all that it is contained in your project, the app code, the introduction, features, structure, code, technologies used. So all that you use in writing up your code, you include them in the documentation. Summary. We learn the importance of documentation and how to wrap up a project with clear explanations. Conclusion. Congratulations, you have completed the e-commerce website tutorial series using HTML and JavaScript. Watch our next tutorial on classifying common data structures in JavaScript. Apply learning assignment. Create a simple application. Build a small project using variables and data type to store user information. Control flow statement if/else, loops for interactivity. Use array and object. Create an array for multiple items, e.g. product. Use object to represent complex data. Implement asynchronous features. Include at least one asynchronous element using callbacks, promises, or asynchronous/await. Documentation. Write a brief summary, 150 to 200 words, explaining your project and challenges. Thank you for watching our tutorial. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, share and comment for one-on-one training on software development and affiliate marketing, or if you wish we build your website for you, kindly contact us on 080-3642-2829. We also partner with Azinonet Limited, African First Digital Contributory Scheme, where we show you how to raise capital for that business of your dream. Thank you. May God bless you all.